Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Whew, my voice still was.
Hi. Hello. This is my new podcasting voice.
This is how I'll be talking for the next 2 hours. I hope you like it. I hope you don't just stop listening to us. That would be sad.
I wouldn't blame you if you stopped listening to us.
Please don't stop listening to us.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great.
Good. Me too.
Welcome to season 2, episode 6 of Jess and Hids Make a Podcast. What? It's been a while since we've actually said the title of this podcast in the podcast.
We tend to forget to do that.
Yeah. I'm Jess.
I'm Hid.
Been a while since we've done that too.
We made a podcast.
We did. Yeah. We've been going for over a year now.
It's wild.
Yep.
My voice is going to do that weird thing again. I can't make it stop.
It's wild.
We took a week off.
Yeah, we did, and it was nice to have a little
Self-care.
a little break. Yeah. Yeah, but we're back at it.
We're right back at it. Here we are again.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Gracing your ears with our lovely voices.
Hi, how are you?
Anyway, happy 2026.
Yeah, it's the new year. It is January 6th. Whoa. Okay, so at the time we're recording this, it's January 6th, episode 6, 2026.
Whoa.
Crazy, right?
That's
But
pretty groovy.
it's a little bit less crazy because this actually doesn't release until the 8th.
Yeah.
So
Well, just pretend.
just pretend it's
Go back in
on
time.
the 6th and it's
Three
cool.
sixes. Maybe that should
Oh,
be cool.
wait. Yeah, no, it's fine.
That just occurred to me. I'm like, well,
It's okay.
it's fine. There's a lot of other numbers in
January
there.
8th, 2026, episode
Yeah.
6. So, good news.
I didn't find any.
I
Sorry.
just now, 2 seconds ago, remembered.
we
good
wanted to
news.
make that a thing, and I've been struggling with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because I forget to look for
okay.
good news.
I think we have our war members at the end, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to do anything
I will
fancy
just say,
at the
if you
beginning.
look for positivity in life, you will find it.
'Tis true. Yeah.
And that's why you're here, because we try to be positive.
Yeah. Do you have a war member? Don't say it, but just keep it in mind until the end of the episode. I have mine already.
I'll think of one by the time we get to the end of the
I'm going to
episode.
write mine in my notes right now and scroll down and
I'll think of one by the time we get to the end of the episode. I have so many things that just bring me joy and make me happy throughout, randomly.
yeah.
And it's hard to pick just one.
I know. But usually by the time the end of the episode comes along and we're like, what's your war member? It takes me a while to think of one. So I'm very proud of myself that I just went and scrolled down on my notes and actually wrote it down. Because I
am
would have
proud
forgotten.
of you as well. And if I start typing halfway through this podcast, it's because I've decided which war member I'm going to share.
Cool.
Oh, man.
Should we get started?
I guess, yeah. How do we do this?
We have to
we
draw
took a
Uno
week off and
cards.
I've forgotten how to do life.
Uno cards are right here in front of your face.
Well, technically they're way over there. They're in my eye line.
I know. What'd you get? No, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
Oh,
Yes, 7. What does that mean?
that means I go first.
Okay. I'll keep my little card.
You looked very sad to get a 4. I thought you got a high number.
For some reason I thought the low number went first. I don't know.
No, don't put it back.
Oh, it's right there. I don't know how to play this game. Seriously, you take a week off, you forget how to live.
We don't.
I don't know how to do this
we
anymore.
set the cards aside because it's like a continuous game every single week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So this is our discard pile, but I'm keeping it in my drawer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going first this week.
Shocker.
Wow.
Wow. That like
Crazy,
never
right?
happens. Ever.
Okay.
Ever.
I know. I don't think you've gone first this season at all.
Hey, Jim, let us
Wait.
know. I think I did once.
I think you did.
this
you might-
season?
When we did, okay, the first episode was Vincent Price and Edgar Allan Poe. I went first. And then it's just like a blur until today.
Jim will let us know. Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim is one of our awesome patrons who tracks this for us.
Jim keeps track. He's got a spreadsheet.
Fabulous, because I never think to go, hey, write down who goes first.
Yeah, but I mean, that's why we have Jim.
Also, Jim is a good friend. Hi,
Yeah.
Jim.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Cohen.
Cohen.
Cohen is the dog. Okay. In 1981, a 12-year-old boy was playing in his backyard when he suddenly felt the ground beneath his feet crumble away. Intense heat and smoke billowed up around him, and he started to plummet, but he managed to cling to the root of a nearby tree. The boy yelled for help and thankfully was heard by his 14-year-old cousin, who came and pulled him up out of the 4-foot wide, 150-foot deep hole that had formed beneath him.
That's terrifying.
It was a hole into the upside down. He was about to fall into the upside down.
That's even more terrifying.
Yeah.
We should probably watch Stranger Things, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's all out now.
Yeah.
So, oh, shoot.
That's kind of a
So,
long term.
yeah, I have a
focus on that. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. 4 foot wide, 150 feet deep
You
hole.
are taking a lot of puzzle pieces that aren't actually a piece of the puzzle, because I am about to tell you what this is about. This isn't like a riddle for you to solve.
Oh, okay. Good, because I'm not good with those.
4 feet wide, 150 feet deep, intense heat and smoke coming up from it.
Okay.
It's not a riddle. But I do have a quote that I'm going to say
Okay.
before I tell you what it actually is. Jim has possibly guessed by now.
I know what this is.
This was a world where no human could live, hotter than the planet Mercury. Its atmosphere as poisonous as Saturn's. At the heart of the fire, temperatures easily exceeded 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Lethal clouds of carbon monoxide and other gases swirled through the rock chambers. That was a quote by David DeCock in a book that he wrote about.
I have a guess.
Okay.
I have 2 guesses. One, this is either a portal to another world, or it's that place in Pennsylvania that's on fire forever.
The Centralia mine fire.
Yeah.
Yes. So David DeCock wrote a book called Unseen Danger, A Tragedy of People, Government, and the Centralia Mine Fire. Just kidding. It's not a book. It was published in the University of Pennsylvania Press in 1986. It was an article.
Okay.
This guy wrote a lot of articles about this. He publicized it in a big way. But anyway, that was just a little side note. So not the upside down. It was a mine fire in Centralia. So Centralia had been a mining center for over a century before this fire happened. It was home to a rich deposit of anthracite coal, and the town was incorporated after mining began in the 1950s. So it's an established town. Or, sorry, 1850s.
I was going to say 1950s.
The
I thought it was older than
1850s.
that. Okay.
Yeah. So it was incorporated in the 1850s. Yeah. Almost 20 years before the 12-year-old boy fell into that hole. On
1961.
I said almost 20 years. Stop trying to do math.
1960-ish.
On May 27th, 1962, 19 years, a fire was lit in Centralia, Pennsylvania to help clean up a landfill. This was a common practice, and since Memorial Day was coming up and this particular landfill was near the cemetery, the town council wanted it cleaned up so it wouldn't be an eyesore or like a nose sore, I guess. The fire was doused with water that night, but 2 days later, flames were spotted again, so they doused it again. But then again, flames were seen a week later on June 4th, so they doused it with water again. And this time, they brought a bulldozer in to stir things up and make sure there weren't any like hidden layers of still burning garbage. So a few days after that, a 15-foot wide hole was found at the bottom of this pit, and evidence suggests that this hole granted the fire access to the mines underneath Centralia. And I say
bad.
it is very bad. And I say evidence suggests because there's some argument and debate about what actually started the fire and caused it to spread. But the fact that it's debated is stupid, and I'll get into that.
Okay.
I have my opinion.
Well, what started the fire was these burning the landfill, right?
That we'll get to that.
Okay. I'm sorry. Continue.
So while all of this was going on, the Centralia Council was still allowing people to dump their garbage into this pit. Even after the Monsignor of the St. Ignatius Church complained about foul odors from the smoldering trash on July 2nd. So May 27th to July 2nd.
Wow, that's a lot of fire burning.
Yeah,
Trash.
It's been going for over a month. So a mine inspector came and brought gas detection equipment to use on the wisps of steam that were emanating from the ground fissures in the landfill pit. And tests concluded that the gases seeping from the large hole in the pit and from the cracks in the north wall contained carbon monoxide concentrations typical of coal mine fires. So that's kind of when they started putting the pieces together that like this fire had somehow gotten down into the mines.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
Like coal just burns.
It's coal, right? Like
that's
we
literally
use it to burn
stuff.
continuously.
Yikes.
So at this point, the Centralia Council wrote to the Lehigh Valley Coal Company, or LVCC, to give formal notice of the fire. The town council didn't mention how the fire started because state law at the time prohibited dump fires.
Oh.
So even though this was a common practice that Centralia had been doing for a while, it was against state law.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
And so they didn't talk about it. So that's why I said there's debate on how it all started.
Oh.
The minutes from the town council meeting where they originally decided to light the trash pit on fire didn't say anything about that plan because like they didn't want to include it in the minutes from the town council meeting.
Hey, Joe, do you have any good ideas about how to make the landfill not stink? Well, I have one.
I've got
wink,
one.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
It just involves a bulldozer. Yeah.
It involves fire.
Let's go.
My gosh, your writing prompt that you came up with for this month.
Absolutely
Wow.
not. Wow.
If only they had said absolutely not.
Yeah. That's a patron perk that we have in our Discord channel. We do monthly writing prompts where you can write little short stories. And our prompt this month was literally like, I have an idea. It involves fire. And then the next line is absolutely not. We needed that person in Centralia.
Yeah.
Wow.
We definitely did. So the town council wrote this letter to the LVCC. They said it was a fire of unknown origin during a period of unusually hot weather. Because if they told the truth, the company likely wouldn't help them.
Yeah. The company would be like, well, since you broke the law, it's on you.
Sorry, we can't help you. The origins of the fire, the most popular theory is the one that I've already said, that the council ordered the garbage to be burned on May 27th.
Mm-hmm.
Another claim is that the fire started the day previous when a dump truck dumped hot ashes into the pit. And because the borough, the council, had fallen behind on keeping up with installing a fire-resistant clay barrier between each layer of trash, which was also required by law, the hot ashes fell into the hole that led to the vein of coal mine under the pit.
That's insane, though. Like, to think about that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, whoops.
Oops.
If only we had been keeping up with, all of these things that were required by law. Yeah. So another hypothesis is that the fire was burning long before the alleged trash dump fire. According to a local legend, the Bast Colliery coal fire in 1932 that was started by an explosion was never fully extinguished. In 1962, it reached the landfill area.
Oh.
Those who sort of adhere to the Bast fire theory believe that the dump fire is a separate fire unrelated to the Centralia mine fire. So, like, they lit the dump on fire, no big deal. The Centralia mine fire was already happening.
It wasn't our illegal
from
our illegal
1932
dump fire that happened. Also, if you hear random jingle bells in the background, the cat is going bonkers with a toy that he can't hear.
Yeah. It's fun. But there is someone who came forward and disagrees with this theory. He claims that he operated a bootleg mine with his brother in the vicinity of the landfill between 1960 and 1962. And he says that if the Bast Colliery fire, Colliery? Colliere. I think I added an extra syllable in there. Colliery fire. Anyway, he says that if that fire had never been put out, he and his brother in his bootleg mine would have been in it and had been killed by the gases. So he's saying, like, nah, I ran a bootleg mine down there. There's no way.
My illegal thing was way less than your illegal thing.
Yeah, so
I'll tell on you.
My illegal thing, like, I'm not a government official, so my illegal thing was like, whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Then there's the whole fire of unknown origin excuse that the Centralia Council wrote about in the letter to the LVCC. And that hypothesis of spontaneous combustion was accepted for many years by the state and federal officials. So yeah, it's all alleged and all speculation, but I have my opinion, and I'm pretty sure the city just didn't want to fess up.
Well, I mean, if they fessed up, they would have to pay all the damages.
Oh, for sure.
So if it was just oopsies,
but like,
the
town of Centralia no longer exists because of this. So yeah, and I'll get into that too.
Okay.
So starting on August 6th, plans of action were being tossed around about like how to resolve the issue. There were bids from companies offering to dig out the fire, arguments of who was to blame, who should pay for it, and all of that was happening. And during this time, state mine inspectors were in all the Centralia area mines testing for lethal levels of carbon monoxide. And on August 9th, lethal levels were found, and all Centralia mines were closed the next day.
Wow.
A couple different excavation attempts were made fairly early on. The first attempt started on August 22nd and actually made the fire worse because it let in a huge amount of oxygen into the mines. Excuse me. So furthermore, the state only permitted the excavation team to work weekday shifts, which were 8 hours long and only occurred during the daytime, which was commonly referred to as first shift in the mining industry. Mm-hmm. So they were only permitted to work first shift and just not on the weekends. So
just
this
do your,
fire
just
was
do
just
your
allowed
9 to
burn.
5 and then don't worry about it. It's fine. It'll stop
Right.
because
it's the weekend.
We shut the clocks off. Time stops. It'll just the fire will clock in and clock out just like you will.
Yeah,
it's fine.
There was another. I didn't include it in my notes, but I am going to say it on the Wikipedia page. And it was like it had like in the brackets after this, like that citation was needed and why would they do this and stuff like this. But they said that the work was at a standstill for 5 days because of the Labor Day holiday. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true. So like I didn't include it in my notes, but like it's on the Wikipedia page, but it is flagged for like we need citation
proof,
for this.
I mean, if they're only doing 9 to 5 and no weekends, it's possible. Hey, we got this holiday coming up. It's fine. The fire will take a break too. What? I mean,
Everybody
Honestly-
enjoy your Labor Day.
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me.
I know,
at
like
all.
with the impression I get of Centralia government at the time. I'm
Considering
like,
the fire started
yeah.
in May and they're not really doing anything about it till Labor Day,
August. Yeah.
end of August.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, they're just like, it's fine. We can't see
Yeah.
it.
So this excavation attempt also, like another reason it sort of failed was because the fire traveled northward, which made it move more deeper into the coal seam. So coal is down there.
Yeah. Lines and I don't know how coal grows. Lines?
Coal
Veins?
doesn't
See?
grow either. So this first team, they excavated 58,580 cubic yards of earth by the time the project ran out of money, and the project ended on October 29th, 1962. They had originally estimated that they would only have to dig up 24,000 cubic yards of earth. So over half of what they estimated, like well over half. They estimated 24,000 cubic yards. They ended up digging out 58,580 cubic yards.
More than doubled.
More than doubled. Yeah. Sorry. I said half. I meant doubled.
It's fine.
Yeah. And then the cost was $20,000, which today
Wow, what is that
is
today?
the equivalent of $208,000,
That's
at least in
Seems like-
2024.
okay.
So,
That
like-
still seems like less than I would have expected it to
Yeah.
cost for.
Yeah, but that
Maybe I
that
don't
was the
understand
estimated
how much space
cost,
that is.
and it was a company that put a bid in, so
Okay.
that was their estimated cost. And when they ran out of money, they just stopped. So
We're going to
Yeah.
work until we hit this number and then we're done.
yeah,
Good luck.
so a second attempt was made that involved flushing the mine fire. They mixed crushed rock and water and pumped it into Centralia's mines ahead of the expected fire expansion. It was expected to cost $28,400, which is the equivalent of $295,000 today. They drilled holes that were spaced about 20 feet apart in a semicircular pattern along the edge of the landfill, planning to dump the crushed rock and water mixture in the holes, but that didn't work out because Centralia experienced an unusually heavy period of snowfall and unseasonably low temperatures during this project. The weather caused the water supply lines to freeze, and the rock grinding machine also froze during a blizzard.
Oh my gosh.
Both of these problems inhibited the timely mixture of the crushed rock slurry, and these problems quickly depleted the funds. An additional $14,000 or $146,000 in today's money was approved to fund this project, but funding ran out again on March 15th, 1963, with a total cost of $42,420, which is the equivalent of $441,000 today.
So they have spent almost $500,000 and done nothing.
Yes. So
Cool.
funding ran out in March, and on April 11th, 1963, steam was spotted coming up out of the ground and indicated that the fire had spread eastward as far as 700 feet, proving the project had failed.
Oh my gosh.
So
This is just like, I don't want to say a comedy of errors because it's not really funny.
yeah, it's a tragedy of
It's-
errors.
Yeah, but
It
like
is.
everything that they could do wrong, they've done wrong. Like,
yeah. Like,
it's been almost a year now
yeah.
and they're still like, well, we dug those holes and everything froze and that didn't work.
Yeah.
So,
After that,
Definitely
the
not our
fire was
fault, though.
it was just left to burn. So
oh my gosh.
people were still living their lives like no big deal because no one was really made aware of the scale of the problem until 1979.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. A gas station owner inserted a dipstick into one of his underground tanks to check the fuel level, and when he took it out, it was hot. So he lowered a thermometer into the tank on a string and was shocked to discover that the temperature of the gasoline in the tank was 172 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
Yeah. So
Please tell me he did not blow up, right? No. Did
he didn't blow up. He was the mayor at the time, actually. So, yeah.
So he probably, he was
knew
like,
about the
he was
fire.
Like, my gas is
He
really
was like,
oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Or was he the mayor at the time, or maybe future mayor or former mayor? I don't know. It says it
either
in the
way, he
Wikipedia
kind of
article.
knew.
Yeah. I'm sure he was aware.
Yikes.
Beginning in 1980, adverse health effects were reported by several people due to the byproducts of the fire, like carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and low oxygen levels. The following year, the story of the 12-year-old boy brought nationwide attention to the fire. And as the years went on, the ground beneath the city became hotter and hotter, reaching over 900 degrees Fahrenheit in some locations. Smoke poured from sinkholes and gas-filled basements. Residents started to report health problems and homes began to tilt. Greg Walter wrote in People magazine in 1981, "Even the dead cannot rest in peace. Graves in the town's two cemeteries are believed to have dropped into the abyss of fire that rages below them."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. In 1984, a representative proposed legislation, which was approved by Congress, that allocated more than $42 million for relocation efforts, which is the equivalent of $127 million today. Most of the residents accepted the buyout offers, but a few families opted to stay despite urgings from everybody.
My gosh. Why would you stay?
I don't know. Well, I do know.
Okay.
It didn't come up until 2010. Let me stick to the timeline, though.
Okay, sure.
In 92, the governor of Pennsylvania invoked eminent domain on all properties in the borough, condemning all the buildings within. Then there was a legal effort by residents to have the decision reversed. That failed. And in 2002, the U.S. Postal Service revoked Centralia's zip code. So, like, government's not even acknowledging this city anymore. In 2009, the governor at the time began the formal eviction of Centralia residents. And by early 2010, only 5 occupied homes remained. And those residents were determined to stay. They, in lawsuits, they alleged that they were victims of massive fraud motivated primarily by interests in what is conservatively estimated at hundreds of millions of dollars of some of the best anthracite coal in the world. So they were like, no, they just want us out of our homes so they can get the coal that is
coal
burning.
That's on fire.
Yeah. I don't know what facts were being tossed around.
Yeah, there's definitely
not
some
facts.
probably
or,
conspiracy theory stuff going on there.
I'm
Like,
sure,
oh,
yeah.
there's not really a fire. They just want the coal. Like, they already have the coal. Like,
Yeah.
it's a mining company.
Yeah, and like the yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. They were convinced that it was fraud, and they were, being forced out of their homes so the mine company could have the mine or the coal that they already owned.
They already owned?
I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't make...
Yeah.
Well, conspiracy theorists are kookaburds.
Yeah. In July 2012, the last handful of residents in Centralia lost their appeal of a court decision upholding eminent domain proceedings and were again ordered to leave. State and local officials reached an agreement with the 7 remaining residents on October 29th, 2013, allowing them to live out their lives there, after which the rights of the properties would be taken through eminent domain. So they are not allowed to pass on their homes. They're not allowed to sell them. You can live out your life there, but that's it.
My gosh, this is what, 50, 60? How many? I can't do the math.
2013, the fire started in 62? 62. Yep, 1962. About
Is
50
that
years.
50 years.
I think it's over 50 years. 2013. Hang on. Calculator time.
I feel like I should be able to do this math. 40.
I
It's
know.
51 years. Is that right?
51. Yes.
51.
Correct.
Oh,
Yay.
thanks, brain.
Yay, brain.
That's insane that fire. I mean, actually, it's not insane that the fire's still burning because there's
That's what coal does.
limitless amounts of coal.
Yeah.
And it's not a fast burn because
was-
it's underground.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And like just the whole how it was handled in the first place and the failed attempts to put it out and not knowing the extent of the fire. It was just like a perfect storm of this happening. I don't know.
Government ineptitude. It's a perfect storm of
Yeah.
government ineptitude.
Yeah.
It's what it sounds like.
Well, government and like some elemental problems too, like the weather and
Yeah. I mean, that part was
Yeah.
like just.
But even
oops.
then, I don't
but-
think they worried that they didn't have enough of this slurry prepared. It would leave gaps in the holes that they drilled, and that would cause steam vents for the fire and air vents for the fire that would continue like to fuel it.
Yeah.
So like even then they were not prepared with that plan to work.
Yeah.
So like there was all the crap with the freezing and the weather, but they were still worried that they're not going to have enough. So like so
they had the concept of a plan.
they had the beginnings of a plan. Yes, they had 3/4 of a. No, I'd say
They
less
had
than
like
that.
a third, like a tenth of a
What is
plan.
it? What does he say in Iron Man? Like 13% of a plan, 12% of a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we should watch that again.
yeah,
It's
we
been a
really
while.
should.
Random. Wow.
So
like,
yeah,
here's a good plan. Don't burn trash in a landfill when
I
it's
mean,
illegal to
when
do so.
When the state says don't do it, and when you have okay, my
Sorry.
cats are being funny again.
Stray just went to jump on the couch and missed it completely and just kind of played it off
Yeah,
and casually trotted out of the room. It was just
I meant to do it.
yep, parkour.
So, like, you live in a town, you're on the town council of a town that it has a network of abandoned mines and also not abandoned mines, actual
Working
working
mines.
mines underneath you.
Which means that's probably most of your people work there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's their employment.
Yeah. And if the state is telling you, okay, no more trash fires, we're just going to make that a thing.
In the
And
big
even
hole
though-
that you dug over the mines.
Yeah. And apparently, like, it wasn't enforced because it was still common practice in Centralia to set these dump fires to burn down their trash.
It doesn't, that just doesn't make, yeah. Yep.
But, like, I don't know. I like to think if I were on a city council, which is never going to happen,
No.
but if I were on that city council, I'd be like, maybe we shouldn't burn stuff in a pit that's dug an unknown distance from
From the
abandoned
mine?
mine shafts.
From
like,
where coal, like, fuel,
Yeah.
literal fuel.
And, like ground can be finicky sometimes and just fall
Just
away.
especially when there's like holes
And especially when
that
there's like
need
mines
space.
that
like that have open spaces and then stuff like falls into it. And then there's bigger holes because
Yeah,
the,
and, like,
the holes.
maybe I missed a huge chunk of research where the city government was actually competent,
I don't think.
but
I
it
don't think
doesn't
you missed
seem
it.
like it is. It doesn't seem like it was.
Everything you
like-
have said in just this brief overview makes me think they
Yeah,
weren't
kinda think
entirely competent.
if they were competent, then the fire wouldn't have happened in the first place. And like the fire happened, but the attempts to put it out were just given to the lowest bidder.
yeah.
And yeah, I don't think sufficient research was done
Yeah.
to see what needed to happen to put out the fires. So like, yeah,
that's wild.
yeah.
Are there any, you probably didn't look this up. I want to know if like there's any other places that are like this.
Actively burning mine fires?
Yeah.
There are.
Oh,
there is an article I found on history.com that says, let me find the paragraph that talks about it. Okay. Let me see if I can find out when this article was written. This was it was last updated in May 27th, 2025. So it's fairly recent. And it says that today the Centralia fire still burns and is one of 38 known active mining fires in Pennsylvania. So
in Pennsylvania?
Just in Pennsylvania, they have 38 active fires burning.
That's scary.
The first edition of this article was in 2018 and it was updated in 2025. So I don't know where that number is.
Yeah,
I don't know if that number was updated in 2025, but
okay. That's wild.
So now Centralia is a tourist attraction. People
I want to go to there.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a sad tourist attraction.
It is.
I mean
and it inspired the location of the movie Silent Hill. I have never seen it.
I've never seen it.
But I've seen promo images and they're all smoky. I thought it was fog, but apparently it's smoke.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. And I know there are songs and poems written about the Centralia and the mine fire and all
wild.
That. Yeah. People come to see the smoke and steam coming up out of the ground. And according to the state's Department of Environmental Protection, the fire could burn for another century if left uncontrolled.
Oh my gosh.
And a geologist by the name of Steve Jones said, putting it out is the impossible dream. So
are they, do you know if they're are they trying or are they just
they just evacuated the area. They actually had to evacuate another nearby town too. Because if
That's crazy.
It spread. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, how could you put it out?
Yeah.
Would be because I mean it's not
Burnsville was the town that they had to, but it's spelled Byrnesville. So
okay.
Burnsville.
The name.
Yeah.
Okay. That's funny.
It was a few miles south. The town had to be abandoned and leveled.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They were we're not doing this thing where you guys live there. Okay, it's gone.
Yeah.
Get out.
Let's see. They were evacuated in 1985. The population was about 75 people. So
okay, so it's not a huge
town, but still people, had to be
oh man, that's wild.
Moved from their homes. Yeah. Super, super wild. And I said that Jim would recognize this topic because he was the one that actually suggested it to us. So thank you, Jim,
Thanks, Jim,
for recommending suggesting. I guess they both work.
Yeah.
Both of those words. For giving us the topic of the Centralia mine fire.
That is insane. Was it? I think it was on one of those BuzzFeed Unsolved or what those.
No, Box of Oddities did an episode about it.
I have a visual memory of people going there.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I just watched something at some point.
I don't think it was BuzzFeed because why would they go there?
Yeah,
it's not that unsolved.
Not that unsolved. It might not have been that, but yeah, I don't know. I just have visuals of people walking down a road that's overgrown and you could see houses, abandoned houses in the distance.
Most of the buildings are
gone?
Are gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else entirely.
They leveled them. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's just going to keep burning.
Yeah.
And I don't know how coal, I know how coal works. I don't know how coal...
coal deposits and stuff?
Yeah.
Where does the coal run out?
Yeah. Where does it stop? Does it just connect to all the other coal? Because I know like Pennsylvania or Virginia.
In the world?
No. Yes, in the world. Is just
It's
all connected. Like a giant mushroom
I mean,
tendrils. But
I don't know if we even know that. Like, I don't know. Like, I know nothing about coal. I don't know, like, how big are these veins
yeah.
of coal?
Are they veins? Are they seams? Are they tendrils?
Seams, yeah. The article kept calling it, well, they used both vein and seam.
If you know stuff about coal and you want to be like, oh, people, get this here.
Like, I don't think all the coal in all the world
I don't think
is
all the
connected.
Coal, all the world is connected. I honestly don't think that. But I know like the mountains, like Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Virginia, all of that is coal country.
Yeah.
Like that is massive amounts of coal there. Like, could this fire conceivably just cover like the greater portion of that area?
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
It is. Yeah.
That's wild. That is just wild to me. That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Now someone else has the little toy under the desk.
Anyway, that's it for me.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That was cool.
What have you got?
Well, I was looking for a sagoo, but I got no sagoo.
Hey, you want to know what else is hot? Your topic.
Hot topic. Hot topic is not punk rock.
It used to be.
Yeah, for like a minute. Anyway, so
they don't even know, like they don't even sell like studded anything anymore in Hot Topic, and that like
and it's like all
me.
like, do you know what? Okay, do you remember today at work when I was talking about the one time I had to buy khaki pants? Like
I think I was blowing down the steam.
Okay, I was talking about the one time in my life I've ever bought khaki pants.
Were they Dickies and you found them at Hot Topic?
They were not Dickies, but I did find them at Hot Topic.
What?
And I felt so sad that was the place that I found. But they weren't Dickies. Like if they were Dickies, it would be almost cool.
Yeah, it's true.
But they weren't. They were like stretch khaki. Like it was. They were really comfortable pants. But
okay,
yeah, it was weird. Anyway,
I went. Okay, another one more thing.
Good. Yeah,
that I might have actually mentioned on the podcast before, but like. Last time I was in a Hot Topic, I was specifically looking for studded leather cuff bracelets for reasons. I asked, it was me and my sister, who is a year older than me, and we were in our 30s at the time. So I asked the teenager working the counter.
The child at the
counter. And he was like, we don't sell those. And he was like, exactly that tone of voice too. We don't sell those anymore.
A stud bracelet.
Like, what do you even like? We don't sell those. And we were just like, this is Hot Topic, is it not? We didn't actually say that, but like,
it is not.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, like that's just wild.
Yeah,
that's sad. We're
anyway.
Old.
I know.
So sad. Okay, I'm too sad to go on. This is the end of the podcast.
No, it's not. What's your topic?
My topic is, it's a little bit of linguistics.
Oh.
But not really, but also kind of, sort of. But also, it's a little bit about picnics.
Linguistic picnics.
Oh, I like that. A linguistic picnic.
Don't have your linguistic picnic in Centralia. That's the name of the episode.
There you go.
That down.
In the excuse me. Oh my goodness. So sorry. In the early 19th century, there was a something of a fad of having picnics in graveyards.
Oh.
And that was a fun fact / neat thing that I found out while I was looking at my actual topic, which is the language of headstones.
Oh.
So we're going to talk a little bit about headstones.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have a lot because the linguistic side of this went really deep into a lot of that could be its own whole topic that I might look at later. I don't know.
Okay.
But just as a brief overview, like people who study language and that sort of thing, like just the way language evolves over time and how words can take on different meanings.
Uh-huh.
Like today we were talking about few, several, couple, few, and several.
Yeah.
And what I dove down a rabbit hole that I didn't even involve you in on how the meanings of those have changed over the years.
Doing research.
Yeah. But anyway, so a lot of times, like we're like, ever since people have been burying people, they leave little inscriptions of some sort, even if it's just a date.
Yeah.
And it's just a name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what it was always like, year 2, whatever, so-and-so Greek guy died
Just a
here.
marker of some
just
kind.
something to
Yeah.
say this person was here. And it wasn't like until about the 1600s that we started to see biblical verses, more poetry, or like something about who lives there. Oops.
Who they were in
Who
life.
they were in life, and who was buried under this particular rock, right?
Mhm.
And linguistics can look at this and see kind of a lot of early inscriptions were very specific to the belief of the person, like the sorry, they were very specific to the belief of the person, and they assumed that the people reading the headstone also had the same beliefs.
Right.
So they would be very just like, here lies so and so and this thing, and it was like given that you understood what that meant.
I have a question.
Yes.
Were all graveyards next to churches? Like,
No.
when did public graveyards sort of become a thing? Or was it?
That varies over time.
It's not like one came before the other.
Correct.
Okay.
Most
I don't know why that question.
graveyards are. I hope I get this right. Most graveyards are
Graveyards
next to
and cemeteries.
churches
Yeah.
or attached to a church. That is a graveyard.
Yeah.
A cemetery is a municipal. I almost said building. A municipal area run by the city. Not. It would be more non-denominational or not attached to a specific church.
Okay.
So
yeah, my thought process there was like you said, putting someone's beliefs on their headstone, tombstone. So I was like, well, was that because they were buried in graveyards next to churches?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sort of. Because cemeteries started to become more necessary as populations grew and the plague came into view, and the churchyards were getting very full.
Yeah.
And they were like, oops, we have to do this. So they began building cemeteries, slightly out of town or, a little away from people where they could put all these people, which I actually have another topic on the podcast list that is tangentially related to this one.
Okay.
But I don't want to dive into that one because I was like, this is really cool. It was something I found.
I'm going to have to forget that you said that because I'm going to be like going through the list and trying to figure it out.
It's related to graveyards. You'll figure it out pretty quickly. I don't know how many graveyard topics we have on the list.
It's been a while since I've looked at the list.
Yeah, don't look at it. It's fine. I don't think I've made the card yet. Anyway, so speaking of plagues and stuff like that, in the 19th century, there were a lot of like TB. A lot of children, unfortunately, died at birth or in very young age. Like we all know like the numbers. You always used to hear like, oh, the average age was 45. Well, that's because of plagues.
People dying younger.
A lot of people died young.
Yeah. So you weren't considered old at 45, but like the average was brought down.
A lot of child death brought down the average.
Yes.
So people there weren't like city parks or open spaces. So, but you had these beautiful manicured areas with all where the dead were.
Yeah.
Which was your family.
Yeah.
And so people would actually go have these picnics in the gravestone, like at their family plot.
Yeah.
Because usually it would be like a young child or a mother, or, your family was there. So death was kind of a constant companion in the late 18th and early 19th century. So when this kind of became this fad of like like you would go and picnic. And I want to find this quote that someone this young man in 1884 explained why his family, mothers and brothers and sisters, chose to eat in the cemetery. He says, and the quote is, "We are going to keep Thanksgiving with our father as though he was as live and hearty this day as last year. We've brought something to eat and a spirit lamp to boil coffee."
Aw.
So it was just like, we're just going to have Thanksgiving with the family, everybody, and it was just kind of a way to keep, because you never knew who was going to be buried next at that time,
Yeah.
Well,
and also we talked, I think it was the last episode when I talked about Christmas traditions, like folklore and stuff around the world, that it's like a tradition to leave an empty place at the table.
Yeah.
And we kind of talked about how kind of morbid that seems, but also like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like it's a reminder of your loved ones that are no longer here, but you still want to celebrate with them. So like this kind of goes along the same lines as that. You want to celebrate things with your family, and just because they're not here anymore doesn't mean,
Let me show you this picture.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Wow.
It looks like a park more than a cemetery. Except
Yeah,
that
like,
you're like
every once in a while you see a headstone popping up.
And let's see, I have a couple more.
Oh, they're just having a great time.
Yeah. And I think there's one.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is just like of a girl just sitting at the foot of a headstone reading
This
a
one
book.
is just a break. I think it was called like a young lady taking a break in Manhattan Cemetery.
It says midday in St. Paul's Churchyard, New York City.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was just a place where you could go kind of get away from the city.
Yeah.
Have a peaceful, because
nice,
cemeteries are
place.
Peaceful even when they're in the city. They tend to be more silent.
Yeah, because people are, respectful and quiet.
For a while, the practice of picnicking in cemeteries was kind of shut down because people tended to not clean up after themselves, and it was getting kind of trash. So now, if the only way you can really kind of quote picnic in a cemetery is typically for cultural or religious ceremonies or beliefs.
Yeah.
Like the Day of the Dead. Yeah. That sort of thing. And I think like there are some Greek Orthodox traditions that involve going to the cemetery and having a meal with the dead loved ones.
Yeah.
And there are some cemeteries in larger areas that actually have special days where you can go in and kind of picnic.
Okay.
They kind of like have that, like, oh yeah, this used to be a thing you could do on this day. You can go do it.
Yeah.
But it's not like any day of the week you could just go. A lot of cemeteries actually have signs like no food. Don't bring food here, or if you do, don't leave trash.
Yeah.
Like you can get fined huge fines.
Yeah.
For doing that. So that was just kind of a fun little. I don't want to say fun little side trip, but an interesting thing. I didn't know that was a thing, like that people would just go picnic.
Yeah.
But typically the cemeteries were the nicest areas in a city. So that kind of did it. That kind of provided a green space.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And parks weren't a thing in cities.
Yeah.
You just had your buildings, your houses, and the cemetery.
Yeah.
So this fad actually led to more cities saying we need
a green space.
We need a green space. We need a place where we could gather. And that kind of led into developing parks. And as that happened, people stopped going to the cemeteries to picnic. They were like, we can go picnic over here. It's a lot more cheerful. There's more flowers and less dead people.
Yeah.
So So that kind of came out, that fell out of fashion, and parks, but it did kind of lead the way into parks being made.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of cool, because I never think about you just always think oh, cities always have parks.
Yeah.
But they didn't always.
Who started that? Who thought up the first park? Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
And that is very, I will say this is very kind of America-centric type thing. And England, Europe, America-centric was this part. There were probably others that have had parks and beautiful things.
Yeah.
So, this is just where my research is. But the linguistic shift on the headstones went from being this is this person to this person was a good person, and here's a little poem that makes us think of them. And then it was they died and you're gonna die and you should think about death and do good things so you don't die.
Okay.
It became the inscriptions became very warnings,
cautionary
of,
tales.
They died and you should be good. So,
At what point did they become punny?
I have some fun ones.
Yeah.
The mid to late 19th century.
Cool.
There was one that was said, she is not dead but sleeps. Another one that Pearl Starr wrote for her mother, the notorious bandit queen of the American West, reads, "Shed not for her the bitter tear, nor give the heart to vain regret. 'Tis but the cactus? Nope. 'Tis but the casket that lies here. The gem that filled it sparkles yet." Which is kind of
that's cute.
Hey, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was also getting into the symbolism. It used to be very much skull and crossbones and dark things, especially with the skull with wings is an early Puritan symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically life is short and you're going to die. Instead of saying this person that buried here was a good person, they were he died and you're going to die and death. It's gloomy and miserable. But as the centuries came along and people kind of were hey, we're going to the picnic in the gravestone, we should put something nice on Dad's grave.
Let's put something cheerful there.
Hey, he was a great guy. He's happy now, or sleeps, or rests, or whatever. They kind of started shifting the vibe of that to this more kind of positive remembrance, or a happy remembrance.
That's cool.
I have a few famous quotes, and then I'm going to get into reading just some of the symbology of different, because I did not realize
symbolism.
Symbology? Did I say?
No.
Okay.
You did say symbology, but I was quoting a movie. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was did I? What did you do? What did you do? So a few famous people and their epitaphs that are on their gravestones. Dorothy Parker, an American poet and writer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It would be symbolism because symbology is the study of ology.
Oh, okay.
Symbolism.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that correction.
Yeah.
Dorothy Parker, American poet and writer. On her gravestone, it reads, "Excuse my dust."
Aw.
Merv Griffin, the famous talk show and game show host, his gravestone reads, "I will not be right back after this message." I think it's hilarious. Rodney Dangerfield, and I actually looked this up because I was is this true? Are some of these, and I actually looked up and saw a lot of these, so they are true.
Oh, cool.
Rodney Dangerfield's gravestones reads, "There goes the neighborhood."
Oh.
He was a funny guy. Jonathan Blake from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. "Here lies the body of Jonathan Blake, stepped on the gas, not on the brake."
Oh, no.
Which I'm okay, this guy's family had a sense of humor, right? Sir Winston Churchill, his gravestone reads, "I am ready to meet my maker. Whether my maker is ready for the great ordeal of meeting me is another matter." Comedian and author Spike Milligan, It says, I told you I was ill. Looney Tunes voice actor Mel Blanc. That's all, folks.
Aw.
And Dr. Edward Russell Gann says, I'd rather be in Acapulco. Acapulco. Wow, I cannot say that.
Acapulco. I've only ever heard it said really fast, so I don't actually
Acapulco.
know. Acapulco.
Same. I'm like, how do you say that slowly?
How do you spell it?
Acapulco. Acapulco.
Acapulco.
Acapulco. That's how I'm going with it.
Acapulco.
Just got to say it really fast. Anyway. Whew. I have a quote here, and this was right before I was finished up my notes. I was like, this article has this quote, and it doesn't tell me who made this quote. It's literally quoted, and they don't reference it, and I'm just very mad.
Dumb.
But I thought it was a really cool quote, and if anyone can find it, let me know who said this. In every symbol lies a story untold, a memory preserved, a life celebrated. Who said that? When I Google it, it leads me back to this article.
It's pretty.
I know. I like that. I like that. But there's no one tells me. I'm very mad at very annoyed. Anyway, let's go into some symbols.
Okay.
On headstones and what they mean. And then that'll wrap us up.
Okay.
The pillar. A full pillar, as one might see in Rome or Greece, is a symbol of strength and expansion, and when it may represent the fortitude of that person and the long, good life that they lived. A broken pillar, like if it's cut or broken, is typically used to denote a life cut short but still well lived. Okay. You'll see this with young children and murder victims.
Oh.
Which I was like, oh, that's kind of sad. But it also makes sense. Like they had a good life and then it was cut short. The obelisk was really popular in the early 19th century with the fascination with Egyptian culture.
Uh-huh.
And it often symbolized patriotism and leadership. But a lot of obelisks were put up just by people who were like,
because
very cool.
Yeah.
Egyptian, very cool. Let's put it up. And it's kind of like wild looking. But hi, kitten. He's so cute.
Yeah.
An inverted torch symbolizes death, but that the flame still burns, signifying life after death.
Oh.
An orb.
I don't know if I've seen an inverted torch before.
Yeah, I don't think that I've seen a lot of like just like a little flame symbol.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the life after death.
Yeah.
But I've not seen one upside down.
Yeah.
I kind of want to like
look for it.
I know. I kind of want to like, let's just go drive around cemeteries and look at headstones now. An orb on a pedestal symbolizes eternity. During the Victorian era, there were a lot of headstones with shrouds of different kinds. Uh-huh. Either just like a shroud carved into the headstone, like a drapery, like a thing, or an urn covered with a shroud that represents the veil between life and death. And that there was the customary practice in Victorian times of draping mirrors and windows during the period of mourning. But then also like people were saying like this also the separation of life and death, passing between
the veil,
beyond the veil or whatever. A fully covered, like an urn that's fully covered with the drape or with the shroud meant they had a long life. A partially covered urn meant they had a short life or an early death.
Interesting.
The cross is standard, symbolizing faith, hope, eternal life. It's kind of a universal emblem. The Celtic cross has the cross with the circle that kind of goes along with the eternity symbol. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk right now. The Catholic cross has I did not even get into the whole, what they call Christograms. That was a whole nother topic. Christograms?
That seems almost sacrilegious to say.
I know, it's Christograms. CHRISTOGRAMS. And it's usually symbolism. I don't know why symbology it's a nice word to say. But it usually is a very elaborate cross design with more letters kind of intertwined. And I mentioned this last week, IHS, which because we had those vestments that we were pressing.
Yeah.
It's the Greek letters, the first 3 letters of Christ's name in Greek.
Okay.
And so that is often seen a lot on Catholic gravestones, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, bud. That's my chapstick you just slung across the table. Okay, so more symbols. I'm sorry. I had pages and pages and pages, and I tried
it's really
to
cool.
condense them down. So I'm not just like talking for the next 3 hours.
No, we're still good. We're good on time.
Good. Okay. Animals. You see a lot of animals in cemeteries and graveyards.
Yeah.
The lion is a symbol of divine power in Christianity. It's also a protector from evil and unwanted visitors. And it may also symbolize specific virtues of courage, strength, and power. Also bravery. And when put together, like if there's a pair of lions, they're usually considered to be guarding the grave.
Oh, like the foo dogs.
I do mention the foo dogs later.
Yay.
Those were like I'll just say that now, dogs. A dog on the grave could be a guardian or a companion or a symbol of devotion, love, and loyalty.
Aww.
And then the foo dogs as the lions or dogs guarding the grave.
Yeah. They were also, if I remember correctly, they were seen as sort of guardians over liminal spaces. So like the whole between life and death.
Yeah, the veil
thing.
passing. Yeah, kind of guarding that same thing. Cats on a grave usually denoted that the person was an independent spirit, or that they like the cat would be a guardian or companion. I tried to smush those 2 words together.
A garpanion.
A garpanion.
You know what? I heard that in the Three Musketeers, the Disney's Three Musketeers.
Garpanion!
Garpanion!
Oh my gosh. It's
man.
late.
Yeah.
There can be any number of animal on there. Like if the deceased were a farmer or a fisherman or even a butcher, there may be fish or cows or chickens or pigs or any kind of thing to kind of symbolize what they did in life, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And along with that, there could be an anvil or a hammer, like if they were a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Which would make sense. We talked about the dog. Elk could be that they just liked elk, or they might have been a member of the benevolent and protective order of elks.
Yeah.
So like
the Elks Club.
The Elks Club.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Moose Lodge. Totally something different.
Nope.
But if there's a moose, they might have been part of that. I don't know. The fish could, I guess, mentioned they could have been a fisherman, or it is also a symbol of the Christian faith. Horses could be courage or generosity. And also, if it was a 2-headed horse, they could have been a member of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters.
Oh, okay.
Which is just wild to me.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of symbols that could show what kind of like the Teamsters or the Elks or whatever. There's
interesting
like a whole list
that with the Teamsters, they made it a 2-headed horse instead of just like two horses in a team. Because like Teamsters drive wagons and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. I was like a 2-headed horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just easier to carve an extra
one body,
one body,
2 heads, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Lambs usually are on a child's grave, symbolizing purity, gentleness, or innocence. And then the dove, again, another symbol of peace and purity, and it symbolizes the soul of the person departing. Any flying bird is a symbol of rebirth. The eagle is commonly used for Civil War soldiers, representing pride for their country or affiliation. Um, the swallow is a symbol of motherhood or a consoling spirit. And then I think that wraps up my animals. Yes. Now we go on to flowers.
Oh,
I just want to just go walk through cemeteries with my little notepad and be like, okay. Sorry. The rose embodies love, beauty, and remembrance. It's a common motif. And a lot of the petals could be each symbolic of different memories and tales of affection. So it's kind of like you could tell a whole story in a rose. And then often if the rose was fully opened, it could mean that it was an older, mature woman. If it was a closed bud, it often for a younger woman. If the stem is broken, it means that a life ended early. Mm-hmm. A lot of things, if it shows that they were something broken, it symbolizes a life cut short. Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah. The lily is a symbol of beauty, chastity, purity, and innocence. It may also represent a marriage or a resurrection. A lot of these have multiple meanings. Yeah. And I think that kind of falls in with the linguistics of when was this made. Uh-huh. It might have more of a line of a certain meaning at a certain time period. Yeah. Based on the common beliefs of the time. Fruit can mean just eternal plenty. It's if a cornucopia or just a cluster of fruit just means you're, just eternal plenty. Uh-huh.
Did you just say plenty?
I did. I'm so sorry. A wreath is a circle, again with the no start, no end. Life, so it's a kind of eternity. Yeah. Ouroboros. I do talk about that, I think, further down. Then there is evergreens, which are a symbol of faithfulness and remembrance. The laurel leaf is a symbol of immortality or victory over death. And it can also mean that you were a member in the General Society of Mayflower Descendants.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Huh. I want to go to New England and find those.
All the laurel
leaves. Yeah. Oak leaves can symbolize strength, stability, and honor. Acanthus leaves can symbolize endurance and overcoming adversity. Palm fronds are triumph, a symbol of eternal life, martyrdom, or peace. The philodendron can symbolize eternal love. Grapes and grape leaves are symbols, are typically Christian symbols, representing wine, which represents Christ's blood. And the grape leaves represent the renewal and hope of eternal life when the deceased is reunited with God in the afterlife. Oak leaf. Oh, I said oak leaves. Olive branch could be a symbol of one's humanity or forgiveness or peace. The fern is a symbol of sincerity and humility. And wheat is a symbol of old age and a fruitful life. Hi, wheat.
That's funny. My dad's nickname is Wheat, so that's why I'm laughing. We always tease him about being old.
It's a good thing.
Hi, Dad.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I have to get something to drink. My throat is super dry here. Say hi to your dad, or say hi to your mom, or something. Fill some space.
Hello, family. You're not supposed to laugh. Drink water. My mouth has been dry ever since I stopped talking, and I haven't taken
Drink some water. You can drink some water.
Okay, you talk now.
Okay, I'm going to talk now. I lost my place. Oh, we were talking about wheat and trees. We're going to talk more about trees. A full tree is a symbol of life through the lens of human failures, such as sins and frailty, which I thought was interesting. Because I always think of the tree of life as kind of that,
like a full
eternal, like a full,
strong and big, and yeah. I wouldn't. I don't associate that with human frailty.
I don't either. I thought that was I was like, okay. A tree stump is, again, life cut short. An oak tree is a symbol of strength, endurance, and legacy. And it typically is used to signify that the departed had a deep-rooted impact and lasting influence on the life that they left behind. Acorn symbolizes prosperity and immortality. I'm sensing a theme. Are you sensing the theme of immortality? And you know, the anchor is typically, obviously, seen on sailors' graves.
Yeah.
Maybe they were just a marine enthusiast, or they were in a naval service somewhere. It also represents hope, steadfastness, and salvation. And there is kind of a little bit of symbolism that this is a Christian cross. And like, there was a note that not all cemeteries, not attached to, graveyards on a church, cemeteries, and not all cemeteries allow for religious symbols. Which I thought was interesting.
That is interesting.
So sometimes if a Christian person is buried, they want a cross on their grave, but the cemetery won't allow it, they'll use an anchor because it's got that same shape.
Okay.
Which I thought was really interesting. And I wanted to dive into that, but again, I have like 6 more topics off of this one.
Still a thing in places where they don't allow
I'll find
religious
out.
symbol. That's interesting.
Yeah, because I thought maybe because if it's a city or state run. The words. I'm struggling.
Yeah.
The city or state run place, they want to have it non-denominational.
Well,
but that doesn't make sense either.
That doesn't make sense because it's specific to the person that was there.
Yeah. So I need, you know what? I'll open our next episode with a note on that if I can find anything.
Complaint.
I know.
If that were the case
I wonder
for my
maybe
city.
if it were like a place where like there was maybe religious persecution or something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I would have to. Yeah, there might be circumstances where it would make more sense for that. But yeah, I don't know.
Not all cemeteries allow for religious symbols. If you know this and want to save me research time, send us an email.
Yeah.
But I've highlighted it. I'm going to come back to that. Okay, we're going to go through the rest of my little symbols here.
Okay.
The hourglass symbolizes the fleeting nature of time and the transient essence of life, and a poignant reminder to cherish each passing moment and embrace the inevitability of change. And a lot of times, these are like a winged hourglass. And these are mostly used in America. That symbolizes the fragility of life.
I mean, I understand the symbolism of using an hourglass to symbolize time passing, but not change.
Yeah,
because like an hourglass,
you flip it over, and
it doesn't change. It's the same thing. No, I don't know. That's my thoughts.
I'm my
thoughts.
I'm picking you up on that.
They're simple thoughts, but there they are.
There they are. Kitty cat. My current thought is all I can see is a cat who's on my computer. Oh, hang on. He
big old white shock of fur right there.
I love him.
They're so cute.
Remember when we used to not allow them in here?
Yeah.
It is better now, though, because it was annoying. We also don't have a door on here anymore. Okay, what did I talk about? He moved my page. The hourglass. Okay. The angel. Angels are obviously theological and very represented in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, which I did not know. They are seen in this context as, they're seen in this context as messengers between God and humanity. And it's most likely to reflect the religious belief, but because they are considered messengers, they could be used to serve as a guide for the soul from this life into the next.
Okay.
A sleeping cherub is, again, often used on an infant or a young child's headstone. Arches and gates, just a symbolism to passage into the next life. Now I'm like picturing like arches with the foo dogs and and all, I just like my like I'm not going to be buried. I'm just going to be cremated, but like just like this big huge carved.
Are you the
chunk of
mausoleum
rock.
type?
just all the symbols.
Yeah.
Just put everything on there. It's why is every symbol on here? Decision paralysis set in. She just put it all up there.
All of them.
I can't decide everything.
Yeah.
It's fine. A hand, a finger pointing up or down. A finger pointing up means a soul who has traveled to heaven. A finger pointing down, what would you think?
A soul that has not gone to heaven.
Wrong. It just means that God is reaching their hand down to
Okay.
lead you up to heaven.
Yeah.
So it's kind of what your belief
I mean, I
is.
figured it was something like that, but like,
Yeah.
I
It
wanted to go
literally
for the joke
says a
instead.
downward pointing finger does not mean the deceased has gone to hell.
Okay. That would be
Which
kind of
I
rude to
was
put
like,
on a
rude?
tombstone. Like, you don't know.
He was like, yeah, we know.
Uh-huh.
Anyway. Okay, sorry. That was have you ever seen a beehive on a gravestone?
I want to say I have. What's the symbolism there?
It's the symbol of abundance in the promised land or a virtue of faith. It
Okay.
is often seen in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's cool. It could also mean that you were in the Independent Order of Oddfellows.
Oh, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm odd, but
Didn't we just see something
we
about the
did.
Oddfellows?
Yeah, it was on
Oh,
Ghost
Ghost
Adventures.
I was like, that seems so familiar.
They investigated a former Oddfellows home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In California or something.
I don't know.
Anyway, chains could also mean that they were in the Independent Order of Oddfellows, which is weird.
Chains
Broken-
and beehives. Okay.
Yeah, chains and beehives. Who knows? I mean, they're the Oddfellows. Who
They're
knows?
odd. They're so odd.
Broken chains could mean freedom from oppression. A book is a symbol of the holder of knowledge. Books found on grave sites may represent the knowledge, may also represent education, or the expansion of one's soul into a more known universe after their passing.
Oh,
Or it could just mean it's a Bible,
okay.
or they were a teacher.
Or they liked to read.
They like to read,
Yeah.
or they might have been like a lawyer or
Or
something.
an author.
Yeah, or an author. Put one,
Slap one of those on my tombstone.
put one of those on there too. What the heck? Just put it all. Okay, so now I'm going to get into a little quick rundown of different symbols pertaining to different organizations. A Masonic compass and square, obviously the Masonic order.
Yeah.
A symbol that is a crescent moon with a dove or a chain link is the Daughters of Rebecca, which is the female branch of the Independent Order of the Oddfellows.
Oh.
There's a lot of stuff that they put on. I'm just like,
Okay.
if you see, it's like
You
you
see
got
a symbol-
chains, a beehive,
Yeah.
a D and an R, D ampersand R, not D.
DNR. You're not supposed to put that on the tombstone.
No, that's in your what is it called? Living
Not
will.
a will.
It's your living will, or your what is that thing called?
I don't know.
I can't remember the terminology for it. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. We talked about the elks. That some people may put the alpha and the omega, which are the first and last symbols of the Greek alphabet, and usually kind of would denote God. So that might be just like a religious belief. AAONMS is the ancient Arabic order of the Nobles of the Mystic Shrine, which is a Masonic branch.
Wow.
AASR is the Ancient and Accepted Scottish Rite, which is a Masonic branch.
Uh-huh.
BPOE is the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks. CSA, Confederate States of America. The DAR, Daughters of the American Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
The FCB, Friendship, Charity, Benevolence. The motto of the Knights of Pythias and the Independent Order of Oddfellows. These Oddfellows are everywhere,
everywhere.
okay? FOE is the Fraternal Order of Eagles. A G in the square with the compass is the Freemasons. GAR is the Grand Army of the Republic. The IHC or the HIS is IHS, the first three letters of Jesus' name in Greek. And then IOOF. What is that one? The Independent Order of the Oddfellows again. I'm telling you, these Oddfellows are everywhere. KFC would stand for the Knights of Columbus.
Of C.
Of C, not
Okay.
KFC. Then they have the K of P, which is the Knights of Pythias. LOM, Loyal Order of the Moose. And MWA, Modern Woodmen of America. SAR, Sons of the American Revolution.
Uh-huh.
VFW is the Veterans of Foreign Wars. WCTU, the Women's Christian Temperance Union. I have a feeling that's not is that still a thing?
I have no idea.
WOW, not World of Warcraft. It's Woodmen of the World. So yeah, that's just some of it. Like I said, I scaled that back.
Yeah.
From like 5 pages.
Dang.
And a lot of them were duplicates. That's the one I was going through like, okay, look for all the animals and put them all in one order. And like a lot of them repeated or had like slightly different wording that meant all the same thing. So
yeah.
But yeah, now I like kind of want to just go to different graveyards and cemeteries and
see what symbols you can pick out.
I know there was a cemetery back in Forest City. It was like the town of Forest City Cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember walking through there one day and there was a tree stump and it had all these little animals.
Aww.
And like, now I'm like, oh, there was a bird and it was a tree stump. So it was a life cut short and there were the birds. I think there were swallows now. And so I'm like, okay, I'm like trying to like put together. And I wish I had a picture of that to like remember all the little things that were on it. So I could just kind of read, like learn more about that actual tombstone. It kind of is, it's all very interesting.
That is.
But yeah, fun little topic. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is because like, I know a lot of people are like graveyards are creepy and morbid and terrible, but
it's a place of remembrance.
It's a remembrance. Yeah.
I don't think they're creepy and morbid.
No. I mean, people are like, oh, would you walk through a graveyard? I used to like rollerblade through the graveyard at night.
I used to walk through the graveyard at night all the time.
I never found it really creepy.
Quiet place to walk.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cake.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think it's really cool to, and this has kind of given me like a new eye going into like a graveyard and kind of seeing what the different, to like see if I could see like the different timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know like I've stopped when I drive out to Texas, I stop in Lincoln County and there's a really old, like 1800s, like 1880s graveyard there. And some of the stones are literally just stones. And then some of them are just more plain with just the dates chipped in. And then there are some more elaborate ones that have the different things written on there. So I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool to see kind of that timeline of that.
Yeah. I think it's fascinating learning about stuff like that.
It is.
It's really cool.
It is. And that like a couple of the other topics that are on our list, I want to really like dive into. I might just have a wild magic surge and steal one. Just kind of stay on this little morbid graveyard trend for a little bit. I'm not going to do that, but yeah, that's cool. My topic, and I'm done with it.
That was cool. Let's draw cards.
Let's draw cards. I liked your topic, by the way.
Oh, well, I like.
I
yours,
remember
too.
when that came in, I was like, had like kind of just a vague knowledge, like, oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
place that's just burning forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize the ineptitude that
I
went
didn't.
along with
I didn't
it.
realize what all happened and what attempts were made. I assumed, probably like a lot of people that learn about the fire, that attempts were made. More competent attempts were made.
I mean,
guess.
an attempt was made to
Yeah.
make an attempt, but I don't know.
Yeah, and that.
It's like, well,
Yeah. Anyway, if you would like to spread the word about us and our podcast, that would be awesome. Share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with the stranger in line at the grocery store. If you don't stand in line at the grocery store, share us with your delivery driver.
also tip your delivery driver in cash.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
The cat has laid on the cards.
He's like, oh, thank you for this bed.
Hey, bud, scooch over.
You can go, and I really will make an attempt this weekend to actually update our website.
It needs a little help.
It needs help for sure, but you can find it at jessandhids.com. The best way to stay up to date with everything that we're doing and all of the fun stuff going on in our world is to go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/jessandhids. We have public posts there to keep our free followers informed. And if you would like to become patrons, that would be awesome. We have 4 different tier levels, ranging from $3 a month to $20 a month. And if you pay yearly, you can save 15%.
Yeah. And we have an awesome community of people from our Patreon, and we have a Discord server where we hang out and do
also
all
free to
kinds of fun
join.
stuff.
Yeah.
And we'd love to have you a part of our awesome community.
Yeah. So look us up.
Yeah. And if you have a topic, drop us a line at jessandhids@gmail.com.
Yeah. Suggest some topics for us. All right.
Oh, okay, cat,
I am
baby.
Going to draw some cards.
Are you going to draw
I'm
a
going
card?
to
He's
pull
gonna
one
draw a
out
card.
from under his butt.
I am. Well, I wasn't, but then he sat on the card.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I like my topic. What'd you get? What's your topic? What's your topic? Yeah, I like this one.
Cool.
Okay.
Yay. All right.
Cool. Okay. It is,
War members time.
I was going to say it's nearly midnight, but warm embers time also works. My warm ember is, my friend is traveling and sending me all the pictures of her travel and
Aw.
making me incredibly jealous, but I'm also very, very happy for her.
Freaking Paris.
She was in Paris
Yeah.
at New Year's.
You've been showing me the pictures too.
No.
Yeah.
But as jealous as I am, I'm also very happy because she's been my bestie since she was like, I don't know, 4 or something, or 5. I can't remember when. She was very young when I first met her. I was much younger too. It was like,
I was like, how old were you? You're acting
I was just I'm trying to think how much older I was. Like, we didn't start out besties. We hung out together.
Yeah.
But she's just been kind of a constant in my life ever since then. And
Aw.
yeah, I just love that she's like thinking of me while she's traveling Europe.
Yeah.
And I'm jealous. And if she ever listens to this, I'm going to be like, me. But she knows I love her. So it's all, every time she sends me pictures, I'm like, God, I hate you so much.
Yeah.
But also keep sending me pictures.
Stop.
She said she'd adopt me. So that's good.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she'll take me on trips, but she said she'd adopt me. So anyway, what's
Does it
your
come
warm?
with an allowance?
I
Because
know.
like,
That would be cool.
yeah.
Probably not. What is your warm ember?
My warm ember is I've started listening to the audiobook of To Kill a Mockingbird.
Aw.
And I know I love the story. It's just been a while, like since high school, that I've read the book. And so it's just been awesome, like getting to know the people of Macomb again. And there is one sort of favorite phrase that Atticus Finch says that I realized today when I was listening. I started the audiobook yesterday at work, and I'm like over halfway through today. And I realized that he said this a lot. Atticus says, "It's not time to worry yet." And I just really like that. And I'm kind of keeping that in the back of my mind because I don't like we all have a tendency to worry about the future and things that might happen and things that could happen, but it's not time to worry yet.
I like that.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I started reading To Kill a Mockingbird last night, but I haven't got that far. I just read a couple chapters.
Yeah.
It's such a good, I know we've talked about it a lot on the podcast, but it's a really good movie.
It's a good movie. It's a great book. Yeah. And I recommend anyone who is not familiar with the story, read it.
Yeah.
Or watch it or listen to the audiobook or even look up the Cliff Notes because it's just, it's still an important book.
It's a very important book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my war member. It's making me happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Aw, I love that. Go forth. Find war members. Share them. Go forth.
Share your war members if you want to. Contact us through our email or join our Discord server. We have a channel for war members there.
You can find the Discord server link on Patreon.
Yeah.
There are channels that are open to the public. So
including the war members channel.
Yeah. Oh, that's my other war member is the war members channel.
Yeah.
Because people will just drop in, like someone today was like, I got this new teapot. And I was like, I want one of those.
They just drop in their good moments and things that make them happy. And it's super cute.
It's just, I just love our people.
You can even get in there and say, and like request war members. If you're having a rough day and just need some positivity, you could just say, hey, send me some more members
and we'll jump in there and we'll pile in and just send you love.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, you're not alone.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's super great. Join us. And I think that's it.
It. It's midnight exactly. Ding.
Oh, okay.
So until next week.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thank you so much.
We will talk with you next week.